Oh yes, Tuesday. I had to sort of recuperate yesterday, so I'm actually out for this quick jog of mine today. So that's what I'm doing, just a quick one. So I could start my day. I'm almost started. Well, my day's already started. Actually, I already started out this morning very early. I think I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I'm actually getting back, so I need to go back to 2 o'clock, getting up. So that's what I was trying to do, that get back into getting up at 2 o'clock again, which is very interesting. Getting up very early, extreme early. There's just so much to this life that is amazing, you know, so much, obviously so much to learn. I feel like every day is a new experience for me. It's not, I feel like, it is a new experience. Every day is a new experience. I'm just experiencing something new every day. Every single day I'm learning something absolutely amazing. And the absolute what you call it? Let me see my volume here, make sure this thing is working properly. The whole thing with listening to your own intuition, that can be very difficult sometimes, especially when you have to go against the odds. Yes, you do your own thing and just not let other people's thought bother you. It does require a lot of isolation and being able to trust your own instinct, which sometimes I think is difficult. To trust your own instinct, even when everything is falling down on top of you, you still get up and believe that everything is going to be okay. It's actually easier said than done. It's very easy to talk about it. Like, yeah, listen to your God, listen to this. Oh my goodness. That thing is very easy to talk about. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, let me turn this volume down. Yeah, it's actually very easy to talk about those things. Oh, let's go. Oh, yeah, listen to your head. Don't give up. Yeah, your this is coming on the way. That thing is so easy, very easy to talk about it. I hear that discussion so much, it's not even funny. That yes, follow your head, everything's gonna be okay. But yes, it's very easy to talk about it, post it, extremely easy. But to actually leave it is a different entity on its own, because one thing I'm really glad for these days is how to meet people where they are. It doesn't matter where they are in life, you meet them. Whether they're on drugs, everywhere I meet people. And having the ability not to judge their circumstances really, really gave me a true sense of who I am. To just look at people and be okay with their situation and not trying to tell them what to do is the true meaning of love and consciousness that is making. I have barely met anyone lately, except for a few, that meet me where I'm at. I always hear what I need to be doing, and I'm just sitting there saying to myself, you know, the yogis are extremely disciplined individuals. To get up every day at 2 a.m., 3 o'clock in the morning, and breathe and exercise and stretch, it gives you this sense of clarity that many will never understand. It's almost like every morning you become your own drug dealer. Where you just inject yourself with this beautiful thing that just gets you high every day. And you're able to focus on what you are trying to do. And one also has the ability to accept that they don't know what they're doing in certain circumstances. So yes, it is that ability to be able to focus, be able to be honest with oneself, self-honesty, to be able to practice that and listen to one's own God and accept that, okay, I do not know, what am I doing? Please help me. It just gives you that clarity. It brings a mental balance. So I've had friends from all walks of life that I love dearly. I never try to control their what I call spiritual journey. To a lot of people, their spiritual journey is using different substance, and it might not make sense, but the true essence of it all is acceptance, and that thing can be very difficult. People talk about it so much, but it's also coming from a lot of hypocritical thinking that doesn't even make sense. It's really funny, a lot of times we hear about people taking their own lives, and a lot of time that transpire due to the message that they've been given. And that message, a lot of time, usually comes from many people talking about what they don't practice, and people who are going through trauma take things seriously. So when you speak about things that you don't practice and you talk about it passionately, all you did is enhance the ability for people who are going through that type of drama to really just give up on themselves. A lot of people do it unconsciously, and a lot of people just also do it because it just gives that sense of power. So what I'm basically saying is, in order to heal mental illness, in order to heal people taking their own lives unnecessarily, many of these places called synagogues need to learn how to tell the truth. It is funny how these spiritual places, when they hear an accident like that, of course the answer is always like, oh, I wish I could help him. Oh, I wish I could help her. But the truth is, the only time many people come to their senses is during a tragedy. But the whole essence of meditation and doing yoga and having critical thinking of your own is the ability to always be at your senses all the time. The ability to realize that this thing called energy, God, is reality. And a lot of teaching sometimes doesn't teach reality. We're very good at storytelling. We tell a lot of stories. And the stories are wonderful, beautiful stories. But the energy and the gravity that moves us, that makes us think in our brain, also needs to be fed in another dimension. We fed the emotions with a lot of things that just get us so hyped up on an illusion. But we also forget to feed the brain, and the mind. There's certain things you gotta feed it. I always say this, the true essence of spirituality sometimes. And people in our modern day culture, we use the word poverty. But the word poverty, in my own opinion, describes two things. Is either you let it take you down to where you stay high and numb, or you change it to where you realize that your happiness depends on you Your happiness comes from within. I hear a lot of people give examples of how to live life. I look at it and laugh because I'm saying to myself, how can you give an example of this spiritual life when you cannot live without your material entities? Many of our great speakers, all they have to do is lose their home or lose their car or wife. They they can't focus on meditation, on reading, because it's very easy to sit down there and just talk about it when you have that check coming in because it looks good. But to actually go through it and be able to stay with your mind, now that requires some biscuit hard work. So for me, I feel like I've been gifted. Life has taught me more compassion than I realized. I have learned how to have compassion about everybody, and I see life differently. My ego was humbled. It makes me laugh even more now, and I look at things, I just can't stop laughing. So that's what I'm sort of thinking of this morning. On this beautiful morning, 26-mile meditative jog, just to have compassion about something else. Mental illness is a really big deal, and we're trying to act like it doesn't matter. So that's my promotion. That's where I speak. Many of us are walking around with, chemical imbalance, but as long as we have a job, a nice car, and a nice house, we think it's okay. And it isn't, because those things can be rectified. It starts by one thing: self-love. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Practice self-love, self-honesty. So yes, happy Tuesday. It's about to start raining again, so let me go ahead here. Oh, let me slow down. See my brother Eric. How you doing, sir? I've been living like a monk. I know. Let me always say namaste, like you always tell me, alafia. So I'm gonna say happy Tuesday. I think today is marathon number 66. So yes, I need to start getting. So I need to start collecting some donations too. Today is marathon number 66. I can't wait to get to 100. Oh, is it 66 or 67? Can't wait to get to 100. See what happens. So, but I'm gonna say namaste, alafia, odabo, and peace.